Look at what happened to the cat food that I put outside. So this is the little bowl with food by the back door. Watch this.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals.
It's 7:52 a.m. Here's Splash. Here's Nancy. Nancy woke me up this morning, almost an hour ago, because Nancy was howling. Nancy, who were you howling at? I don't know who she was howling at, but she was howling at somebody. I don't know if she was howling in this room or in the hallway or in the living room or what. Somebody has been banging on the door. You coming up, Ziggy? You coming up? Here's Simba. He's laying on a dining room chair. And here's Boo. Good morning, Boo. Good morning, Boo. So I checked the security camera this morning, all the security camera footage, and Sammy did not come by last night. I mean, if she did, she was not on any of the security cameras. And I have them all over the yard, so chances are very good she did not come by last night. The only animal that was on any of the security camera footage last night was Cousin Oliver, a.k.a. Ox, and he's having a ball. You know, I left all that food out all over the yard, and he ate from like 3 or 4 of those food bowls. So, hopefully he's not going to continue to eat all the food. The weather today is supposed to be a little bit warmer than yesterday. We're supposed to get up to maybe 35, 36 in the afternoon, but then it's going to start snowing. So it's supposed to start snowing in the middle of the afternoon, and then it's going to continue either snow, rain, sleet throughout the night. So I'm going to leave all the food bowls out where they are until we start getting precipitation, and at which point I'm going to move them all into the garage. I might need to get, I just returned those 2 plastic storage tubs to Home Depot yesterday, but I might need to get, or I might need to find, maybe I have one here, another plastic storage tub that I could put these food bowls in, because I don't want to just leave them in the garage if there's an access for mice to get in. I think that's what happened with the automatic feeder. So I think somewhere there's like a little tiny hole where mice can get into the garage. And I probably left some food in that feeder when I brought it in. And mice probably found it and ate it. That's why there was not a shred of food left in it when I found it in the garage. So I think that's what they did. I think they came in, they ate the food, and then they left. So if I'm going to take the food in from the bowls, I'd probably want to put it in some kind of plastic container. Unless what I do is I just take the dry out of the bowls and stick it in like a smaller storage tub, or even like a Ziploc bag. It's, I'm thinking out loud right now. It's really going to depend on the quality of the food and, how good it still is after being out. But it's been so cold out. I mean, it's like just putting food out into a refrigerator or a freezer, basically. Boo, are you a happy boy? You a happy boy? Look what I just found here in the living room. Somebody threw up some crunchies on top of the carrier, on top of this towel. I'm going to have to clean that up. Another thing that's been happening with the dry food is that the birds have been eating it. And I was thinking about that this morning because when I look at the security camera footage every morning, it's full of birds. And this morning I thought, oh, great, this is going to be some really expensive bird seed because all the birds are going to eat the cat food. Splash is laying in bed watching his sisters walk around. Nancy and Ziggy. Today was the first morning that I did not wake up to anxiety. Right, Ziggy? I slept so good. So I went to sleep downstairs first, but I woke up probably around 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go upstairs because it was cold down there. It's colder than up here. So I came upstairs and I went to bed and immediately fell asleep and did not wake up until I heard Nancy howling today, right around 7 a.m. So that was good. And then when I woke up, I did not get hit with anxiety, which is also good. Right, Ziggy? Usually it comes on a little bit like after waking up. It's not like, open your eyes and there's anxiety. It's like open your eyes and then sometimes it's a few seconds later, or sometimes it might be like a minute later, but then it hits me, and it did not hit me today. I don't know why. So I got to get my day started. There's a whole bunch of stuff I would like to do today. I would like to put more flyers around for Sammy. Nancy's looking at Splash, and Splash is not happy about that. I bought some door hangers on Amazon. They're basically like plastic bags that I can put the flyers in, and then I could hang them on doorknobs. I could hang them on mailboxes. Like I could hang them around. And I think that will give them more visibility because sometimes people don't check their mailboxes all the time. But if they're going in and out or something, they'll definitely see something hanging on their door. Also, I found out that you're not supposed to put the flyers in people's mailboxes because the post office doesn't like it. But, the post office doesn't like their customers to begin with. Like, I have massive, massive problems with the U.S. Postal Service. I don't think they always have their customers' best interest in mind. Let's put it that way. It is 10:30 a.m., and I'm just about to feed the cats. I was just about to call them to breakfast, and look at what's going on here. Do you see this? Do you see this? Someone wiped their butt on the floor. It's so nasty. I don't know who did this. I'm going to say it had to be either Boo, Splash, or Simba, because those are the three that are up here right now. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at their butts, but this is so nasty. I have to clean it up now. I cleaned up the floor. Here's Boo. And Boo has a clean butt. And Simba has a clean butt. And I'm assuming it's Splash because I did not get to look at his butt, but when I went near him to look at his butt, he stunk like poop. It is 33 degrees out, but it feels colder because there is no sun today. It is supposed to start snowing in less than an hour. And I would like to go put more flyers around. I just bagged up 100 flyers. I have them in these plastic door hanger bags. So hopefully it'll be easier to put these around. Here's Boo. The problem that I'm having is that I ate the wrong breakfast today. So I had 2 oranges, felt great. Then I decided that I'm going to make myself some French toast. And I had 2 pieces of sourdough bread, and I used an egg for the batter. I didn't put any milk in there. And I had some elderberry jam and then some maple syrup. The problem is that it has relaxed me too much. Like the bread has just it's making me tired. It's like mellowing me out, making me tired. And I'm trying to fight that feeling. I would love to just lay down and take a nap right now. And that's actually what happened the other day when I made French toast. I made it with a different type of bread, and I had to take a nap, like after breakfast. So, note to self, don't eat French toast when you want to have a productive day, right, Boo? Boo ate his breakfast. The cats had homemade raw food for breakfast. And what I did for Boo was I took some of those Iams Crunchies, just a few of them, and I pushed them in the food like they're chocolate chips. So they're like all around the food. And then he eats the food because he has to dig them out. So he enjoyed that. Right, Boo? Okay. Do your job, Boo. If you see Sammy in the yard, you let me know, okay? So most of the bowls of food in the front yard are completely empty because the birds ate them. I'm going to have to take the bowls in later as soon as it starts precipitating. Here's Simba. So what I have to do right now to convince myself to leave and put flyers around is tell myself that I only have to do like 1 block. And if I do one block, then at least I'm making progress. And maybe if I do one block, then I could do 2 blocks. And if I do 2 blocks, maybe I could do like a whole square block. So I have the map in my mind. I looked at it this morning as far as, okay, which houses already have flyers, which houses don't. So I know where I need to go. And that's what I'm going to do. It's 1:20 p.m. Here's Richard. I just got back. I handed out 100 flyers. So I need to mark it down on the map so I remember exactly where I handed them out. It's so much easier to hand them out when they're in bags, like when you could just hang them on doorknobs. So much easier. Look at Nancy. And it's really easy to get discouraged. You know, Sammy's been missing for more than a week now. And it's so easy to let my mind wander into like thinking the worst, especially because as I'm handing out these flyers, I'm walking all over the neighborhood and there's like no sign of her anywhere. So it's super easy to get discouraged. But then something like this happens. So I'm like 2/3 of the way through handing out the flyers and I see a woman walking her dog, like an older woman with a big dog. So I said, "Excuse me, have you seen a little black and white cat?" And then she comes up to me and she goes, "Oh, I have your flyer." She goes, I'm carrying it on me right now in case I see her. And I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you so much." And I got to talking with her and it ends up that she takes a 3-mile walk every day with her dog because her dog just loves walking and loves the exercise. I don't know what kind of dog it is, but it is a pretty big dog. And she was a kind of small, older woman. But she was like just really sharp as a tack and just seemed like she was in great shape. And she was telling me that, you know, she goes to her doctor and her doctor says, like, "Are you still walking?" And she goes, "Yeah, 3 miles a day." And he goes, "Okay, keep it up. It's doing really good for you." So, you know, she's not out there walking 3 miles just on the nice days. She's out there walking 3 miles on the nasty days like today. Like it's 34 degrees out. It's gray. It's cold. But she's out there every day walking 3 miles because of her dog, because her dog loves it. You know, something like that gives me hope because she's like, "Yeah, I have your flyer. I saw it and I've been looking for her." Just like a random stranger, you know, to tell me that. And then she's like asking me like, "Oh, do you live on this street? Do you live over here?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, yeah, I know that house. We walk past it every day." So I was like, "Oh, okay, that's awesome." So she walks her dog along the woods. And that's how, you know, she knew the area. So something like that happens, and then it gives you hope. Like running into my landscaper's wife the other day, you know, that gave me hope. Running into this woman who's carrying the flyer with her, who's looking for Sammy, that gives me hope. Because, you know, it's really easy to lose hope and get discouraged. But I do have to say, like, even as I'm walking around, I'm not seeing cats out there. Like, I know there's a lot of cats out there. I know there's like local feral cats like all over the place, but I'm not even seeing them. I want to believe it's the weather. That's what I want to believe. But like, even when I'm walking around, I never see Oliver or Bob, like the 2 cats that come in my yard. I never see them when I'm walking around. So they're hanging out somewhere. So I'm hoping Sammy's hanging out somewhere. I just looked outside and it is starting to snow. So I'm going to walk around the yard. I'm going to see if I could leave some of the food outside, like here under this bush. Maybe I can leave it under the bush. Maybe I could leave it like next to the house. I got to see if there's any like little protected areas where I can put it. So earlier today after breakfast, I took 1 drop of each of these Bach flower remedies. These are the 5 that I ordered and the 5 new ones that I'm taking. Olive, rock rose, white chestnut, Star of Bethlehem, and sweet chestnut. And these have been working great for me. Here's Ziggy. Hello, Ziggy. So for lunch today, I had a bowl of soup. It was the last of the leftover soup that I made the other day. And I had it with some extra peas in it. And I also had my tapioca pudding. I don't have any tapioca pudding left. I think that's going to be it for me. I've been eating half a cup a day, and each little tub has 5 servings. So I've eaten 10 servings of tapioca pudding over the past week, and I think that's it. I'm going to see if I could get by without any more of it. I also had a dark chocolate peanut butter cup,
and I had a double chocolate mini cupcake, like really mini. We're talking like bite size, and the icing was way too sweet, but that was a leftover Valentine's treat. And I'm just about to take my supplements. So I'm going to take my adrenal glandular. I'm going to take my Ultra One Daily Multivitamin. And I'm going to take my adrenal support herbal capsules. And I just want to make sure that I stick with this routine and this protocol, even though I'm feeling better, even though my anxiety is pretty much gone. I just want to make sure I just continue to strengthen my adrenals and to, improve my nutrition through the multivitamin. It is 3:49 p.m. It is now snowing. And I just woke up from a nap. Oh my gosh, my body needed that so bad. I took my vitamins and supplements, and then the next thing I know, I was just feeling so comfortable and so relaxed. I was like, I'm just gonna put my head down and take a little nap. I don't know how long I was napping, but it was quite a while. And then I woke up to what sounded like, I thought it was a cat vomiting, but it was a cat trying to get into my bedroom closet. I have sliding doors on it, so they're like banging on the door. Here's Simba. I was listening to a meditation, like someone posted a video about how they found their lost cat through a meditation technique of like connecting to the cat through meditation. Their cat was missing for 3 weeks. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope Sammy's not missing for 3 weeks. I hope she comes home sooner than that. But I was trying to follow the meditation, but every time I put it on, I would just like fall asleep. So that happened a few times. And then finally I was like, yeah, I just need a nap. So to wake me up, I'm going to eat what I have left of this bag of lesser evil space balls. I probably have like this much left. I ate most of this yesterday. Made with real organic cheddar cheese and avocado oil. I love lesser evil snacks. I'm going to have this along with some seltzer water. And then I'm going to put a game plan together because there are some errands and things I do want to get done today. Look at Nancy's foot. And there's Richard. Richard's watching me. Richard's like, what are you doing? Watch. Hey, Nancy. Hello, Nancy. What you doing? Look at what happened to the cat food that I put outside. So this is the little bowl with food by the back door. Watch this. And there goes the cat food. And this is the automatic feeder. Here's Ziggy and Ringo. The trees outside are covered in snow again. What are you guys doing? I'm gathering my things so I could go out and get some stuff done. Because if I don't go today, nothing's open tomorrow. We have blue laws in this county, and everything's closed on Sundays. So hopefully I will not be out very long. And then when I come back, it'll just be a nice, relaxing evening at home, and maybe I'll work on the rest of the vlog video that I really want to get posted. Every day that goes by that I don't post a video, I'm falling farther and farther behind. But I think when you watch these videos that I'm filming now, you'll understand why I haven't been posting this past week. I've really been focusing on myself and on Sammy and trying to get her back. Speaking of which, let me show you the bags that I bought at Amazon. So these are door hanging bags, and they have this hole here so you can hang them on a doorknob or a door handle or like wherever you can hang them. And these are 12 inches by 6 inches, and they give you, like, from here to here is 9 inches. So if you take a standard 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and if you make a flyer out of half of that, so it's like 8.5 by 5.5, it fits perfectly in here. And this pack is 100. So these are 100 bags. So what I did this morning was I just slid, like there's the opening here, you just slide the flyer in here, and then I just turned it. You just keep sliding the flyer in, sliding the flyer in, sliding the flyer in. So then what you have is you have a bundle of 100 flyers in bags. And the bags help to protect the flyer from the elements. And the door hanger makes it just really easy to distribute the flyers. So that's what I did. I actually bought a box of 1,000 of these. It was around, I want to say it was around $35 for a box of 1,000 of these. I used 100 of these today, and now I have 900 more. So maybe another thing that I'll do like later or tomorrow is just bag up another 100 flyers. I printed out like 240 flyers the other night, and I used 100 today, and I've used a few more than that yesterday. I don't know, maybe I did like 40 or 50 yesterday. I don't remember. I'll have to go see how many I have left. But this has been great as far as distributing the flyers. And this is my old school newspaper delivery bag. So this is not authentic. This was actually made by Land's End. I don't know, maybe like 20 years ago. I saw it in their stores, and I have a green one, and somewhere I also have a yellow one. But when I saw these in the stores, I was like, oh my God, these are exactly like the old-fashioned newspaper bags, because when I was like 12 years old, my first job was delivering penny savers. The Penny Saver was a weekly newspaper that went out to the neighborhood. It contained some local news, but it was mostly like coupons and flyers and discounts and stuff like that. And what I used to have to do with those is I used to have to put them in bags very similar to the bags that I just showed you. Like I'd get a box of the newspapers and the inserts, and then they'd give you the bags, and you would have to put all the newspapers and the inserts in the bags, and then you'd put all the completed bags in one of these bags, and you'd sling it over your shoulder, and then you'd go around and you'd deliver the newspapers once a week to like whatever house was on your route. So this is the bag that I've been using with the flyers for Sammy. And I am just getting so many flashbacks to when I was little and when I was delivering papers. So that's how I was able to efficiently distribute so many flyers in about an hour today. And I still have the tag on this. It says it is a canvas newspaper tote. This is Kelly Green, and it was originally priced $29.50, but I know for a fact I probably got that for like 50 or 60% off, because that's why I bought a few of these. And today, in addition to the flyers, I also had some tissues just in case I needed some, a flashlight in case I was going to look for Sammy somewhere, some of these Dreamies treats in case I saw her somewhere, and then just a little bottle of juice in case I needed some extra energy. And so it worked out really well. It's almost 10 p.m. I just got home. I stocked up on a bunch of canned cat food. I also got some more of the Pedialyte. I got 2 bottles of this unflavored Pedialyte. This is the kind that does not have artificial colors or anything, just in case, you know, any of the cats are sick, or if I'm sick in the future. I always like to have at least 1 bottle of this on hand. And I also found this, which I've never seen in a store before. This is Arm & Hammer Health IQ Cat Litter Additive. So this says it is a color-changing health indicator, and you could put this on any type of litter. So I could even use this with the clay litter that the cats have been using, and then it tells you about the different colors. And it's pretty much the same colors as like the litter that we have now. Orange means low pH, indicating conditions such as bladder stones or acidosis. Yellow-green indicates cat urine when it's within the typical pH range. And then blue is High pH may indicate conditions such as urinary tract infections or bladder stones. I also went to the Dollar Tree and I stocked up on these cans of 9 Lives. I got like 12 of these. These are 13-ounce cans of the Meaty Pate Super Supper. And Boo went crazy for this last night. And I've been putting this outside in the yard to try to attract Sammy. And Ox, or Cousin Oliver, has been enjoying it. So I figure for $1.25 a can, that's a really good deal. So let me just stock up while they have it, because with the Dollar Tree, sometimes they have stuff and then you go back and they don't have it anymore. So I got a bunch of these. And then I got a bunch of stuff for the cats at Trader Joe's, or potentially for me also. This is oven roasted turkey breast. The cats like having this as a treat or a snack, and turkey is high in L-tryptophan, so turkey can help with relaxation. And I picked up a package of organic free-range chicken drumsticks with the hope of making chicken soup out of this, both for myself and for the cats. I could get a few quarts of chicken broth out of these 5 chicken drumsticks. I got 3 cans of unsalted sardines in spring water for the cats. I think we're down to our last can, and the cats like it when I mix this into their homemade raw food. This is high in omega-3s. And I also got 3 cans of this solid white albacore tuna in water, no salt added. Again, the cats like to have this as a treat. Sometimes I'll mix it into their food. I got this 8-piece of fried chicken. I ate 2 of the pieces. I ate 2 of the drumsticks because I was really hungry when I was running around. And I figure I'll use the rest for bait outside to try to lure Sammy. Everyone keeps telling me that cats love fried chicken as well as like stinky sardines, but so far it hasn't been working, but maybe this will. I just put everything away. Here's Boo. How you doing, Boo? Now I get to scoop the litter boxes, put fresh water in the water bowls, feed the cats, and then clean up the kitchen. Right, Boo? Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.